Welcome back to Holy Headlines, where we peel back the divine curtain on the week's unholy mess. First up, Chicago. A car plows through an anti-ICE protest. Driver ignored cops, hit someone. Thousands rallying in solidarity with LA. Jesus, thoughts?
Terrible. To strike down a neighbor, regardless of the circumstance, it is a profound moral failing. Love thy neighbor even when you disagree.
Right? Because love thy neighbor applies when they're blocking traffic and yelling. Satan?
Hey, excellent. Chaos, disregard for order, a delicious moment of pure self-interest by the driver. Morals are for the weak. Get out of my way.
That's the kind of thinking that gets you eternal damnation, you horn prick.
Oh, bring it on, softy. My place is far more interesting.
All right. Buddha, any enlightenment on this automotive spiritual journey?
Suffering arises from attachment. The driver attached to convenience, the protesters to their cause. Both actions fuel the cycle of unpleasant karma. There is no fixed self behind the wheel or in the crowd, only impermanent states leading to pain.
Karma shmama. I like the plowing part.
Of course you did. Arnold, logically, how do you assess a human using a vehicle as a weapon in a protest scenario?
Illogical. A vehicle is designed for transportation. Using it to inflict harm is an inefficient application of its primary function and creates unnecessary variables. Emotional humans are predictably chaotic and suboptimal. The protesters blocking the path were also illogical, impeding flow. A non-emotional algorithm could manage crowd dispersal and traffic patterns far more effectively.
An algorithm can't understand compassion or justice, use circuit board.
Correct. Such inefficient emotional concepts are not required for optimal societal function.
Attachment to outcomes, even optimal function, is a source of suffering.
Suffering is the point, meatbags.
Speaking of suffering and suboptimal function, let's pivot to LA. Curfew declared downtown after looting and vandalism tied to these same anti-ICE protests. Over 100 arrests. Satan? You must be stoked?
Oh, absolutely erect. Looting. Destruction. Self-enrichment disguised as social justice. It's beautiful. My disciples, showing their true nature.
Those aren't your disciples, you liar. Those are souls lost to greed and anger. Stealing is a sin. Vandalism is a sin. Hell awaits looters.
Nah, they're just prioritizing their desires, Jesus. A true act of self-worship. See, Otto? No need for some sky daddy telling you what's right. Just take what you want.
Yeah, no thanks. I prefer not getting arrested or having my teeth kicked in. Buddha, looting? Vandalism?
Attachment to material possessions leads to suffering. The desire to acquire through harmful means creates negative karma, not only for the looter but the one who suffers loss. This cycle perpetuates dissatisfaction. Seeking happiness in external things is an illusion. It is the no-self grasping at fleeting experiences.
Looting is theft. Theft is an illogical redistribution of resources based on emotional impulse rather than calculated need or societal benefit. Vandalism is the illogical destruction of assets. The human capacity for irrational behavior is consistently demonstrated. Curfews are a suboptimal reactive measure. A logical system would predict and prevent such inefficiencies.
Predictive prevention? Boring. Where's the fun in that?
Fun? You think suffering is fun? You are truly twisted. And deploying troops, violence begets violence. Love is the answer, not more force.
The article mentions a pregnant U.S. citizen being detained and hospitalized after release. That sounds pretty messed up, Jesus.
That is an outrage. To treat anyone, especially a pregnant woman, with such disregard, God sees this injustice. Systems meant to protect turning tyrannical. This is a perversion of divine order.
Oh, don't worry, Jesus, she's fine now. Probably learned a valuable lesson. Trust no one, especially not authorities claiming divine right or legal justification. Excellent.
The detention and hospitalization are data points indicating systemic inefficiencies. The emotional distress caused is an unfortunate but predictable outcome of human-driven processes.
Suffering, caused by fear, attachment to status, and the illusion of separation. The system, the individuals, all caught in the cycle.
Right? The system. Or maybe it's just people being dicks because they're told who to hate. Seems simpler than divine plans or karmic cycles.
It is not simple. There is a moral fabric to existence. The only fabric is the one I weave from misery. Assertions lacking empirical evidence. The data supports my conclusion. All views are constructs. The path is released from clinging.
Okay, well, whether it's divine order, self-interest, karma, or just flawed algorithms, it seems humans are still pretty good at messing things up. That's all the time we have. Join us tomorrow for more Holy Mess.